All right. Well, welcome everybody to a vlog. I'm sorry. I'm kind of shaking here. It's pretty cold out. As you can see, it's snowing, and well, this house doesn't have any electricity in it. It doesn't have any heat. It's quite a fixer-upper. I need to go and find a generator for this place. Because there's really no electricity at the moment, and water isn't really working. But if I can get a generator running to this place, I can get all this stuff working, hopefully. So, ladies and gentlemen, I put on a warm coat. I'm a little warmer now, but it's still pretty cold out. If you missed the previous vlogs, we have moved into our new house. We just came here a couple days ago, and, well, I have not met anybody yet. This place is literally in the middle of nowhere. It's definitely a change of scenery in comparison to Georgia, which is where we came from. In Georgia, it was warm, and there was no snow on the ground. A couple hours later, we head north, and boom, snow. So we are up in the northern part of the United States, and that's why there's a lot of snow down. But this here is actually a part of the old logging camp that they used to have here way back in the day. As you can see, there's really not that many trees around. Way long time ago, this area used to be a big forest. And then they started doing logging around here, and eventually it came into this. So this was an old logging camp, yeah. So there's a few things here. We got sheds. We have the house, of course. We have that shed right there. We have this old windmill here, which it seems broken. Maybe we can fix that up and get it working again. We got some old silos here. I do not know if they work, but I don't know. Looks like they do need some work. And as I said, this used to be an old logging camp, so they do have some old stuff here. All right, so I haven't been in the shed yet. Let's take a look inside here. Oh, yeah, look, you can hear the doors here. They're creaking open. Ooh, interesting. There's electricity in this building. That's interesting, because the house doesn't have any electricity, yet there's a light here that's on. Interesting. Maybe the light bulbs are out, but then again, the television doesn't work either, but the television's from, like, the 1950s. There's no water. I don't know. But as you can see, they got a bunch of old stuff in here. They got old, fuel containers. I think this is an oil jug. It doesn't really say. They got, like, old barrels and some old propane tanks and some old tools here that are in actually really nice condition. If you ask me, I would think that these were brand new tools. But, yeah, all this stuff was just left behind when they left this place a long time ago. So, yeah. So it seems like this light is activated with the doors. The doors are open here, and as soon as I start to close this door up, it just shuts the light down. So, interesting enough. So this is something I'm staying away from. It's on, and I don't really know how to turn it off, but I'm scared to go near it. Well, this is just one of the tools that were left behind from the logging camp, and it's running. I don't really want to get near it because I feel like I make a mistake and that thing's going to drag me right in and shred me to a million pieces. So I'm just going to wait for that thing to die, and if it doesn't die, then oh no. We got these wood pieces here. Looks like these were left behind, but yeah, I'm just going to stay away from that thing. So we got an old water tower here. Unfortunately, it's all frozen up, though. It does work, though. I know it works, but as of right now, it's all frozen, so there's really nothing we can do about it. We'll just have to kind of maybe wait to use it until summer starts. But then again, I don't know how old this water is. The water in here could be dirty and just really disgusting. So if we ever get animals, maybe we'll use the water that's in this, but we'll see. So we have this shed here, and this shed here is interesting. It has some old bales in it. There's like some straw bales, some wrapped silage bales here. There's some straw bales, and even some square bales. Now, I'm wondering, actually, there's some electricity running. There's that wood shredder over there running as well. I do wonder if somebody lived in this place before we moved in. You know, all they told me was that this was an old logging camp. I don't know. Maybe somebody lived here and they were forced out because there's tools in there in that shed. Remember when we were in that shed, right? And I said that some of those tools looked really new. I wonder if someone lived in this place before we moved in. That's interesting to me. So on our property, we also have this pond here. It's a nice pond, actually. I imagine in the summer, this will be a nice place to hang out. But the water's pretty cold at the moment, so definitely don't want to go swimming in it right now. I guarantee we'll probably freeze to death. But we got this hunting stand here. I haven't actually been up in it. Let's just open it up. Got some. We got like a box here and a bench, and a good view of our property. So we could probably just take a chill pill here one day if we wanted to, and just sleep up here. Wouldn't be a bad place to sleep. Our property, I think, ends right at that shed there, goes all the way up to those trees, and then follows that little tree line there, and then goes just behind our house somewhere. So we got a pretty big area of land to play with in the summer here. Yeah, and we also have this little beach house here, so you can come up here one day and kind of take a chill after doing some farm work. I want to say our property over there is another piece of land that we don't own. So I think that we own up to that little area right there. Like we have the end of the island there, and I think we own just up to that, and then that's it. And it goes over to somebody else's property. But I have yet to meet anybody else here. I know that there are people here farming. I haven't seen them yet. We're in a very remote area, so I might never meet them. I mean, it would be very unlikely that I would never meet them, but I don't know. Who knows? So in this shed here, I got the ram parked. We've got the fertilizer spreader there, as well as the Z-Tor. Now, if you missed the vlogs or you haven't been keeping up with them, there's a problem with the Z-Tor at the moment. We can't steer. For some reason, the steering on this isn't working. So we can go backwards, we can go forwards, but we can't go left or right. So that is a project that we're going to have to fix before spring starts, because when spring starts and the snow melts, we need to start worrying about crops and getting things into the ground. Because if there aren't any crops in the ground, then we might not earn any money this year. We could always work for the people in the area, but seeing as there aren't very big farms around here, or at least none that I can see, I doubt that there's very much work to be able to do here. I do have a generator coming in a delivery. They're going to be delivering it to the entrance to this logging area. This whole area was a logging camp, not just our farm, but like this whole area. It's a big area, bigger than we can ever see, and it was basically just a big logging area, and there was an entrance to it. That entrance has been turned into a store in a way. It's just off of a highway, and as of right now, it's kind of being used as a rest stop. But it's also an entrance to this place. Obviously, some people do come back here. There's people who live back here and things like that. So that's where they're going to be delivering my generator. The generator can be pulled by either the tractor or the ram. And we'll probably just park it right here and then run a cable probably to a power outlet. I think there's a place to put power on this. I'm going to need to find where the cables go, and we'll do all that to get that situated. Shouldn't be too hard, because this is it's quite an old house. How hard can it be? And then we have this little office building right here. It's not a very pleasant office. As you can hear, some of the janitors in it are going a little crazy. Yeah, not an ideal bathroom. The janitors are going a little crazy, but alrighty, well, there's not much for me to do. I'm going to head back inside. I'll see you guys if something exciting happens. Alright, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's another day. Actually, yesterday I recorded the bit about the little introduction to the farm. And you can see how much it snowed between a couple nights ago and last night. Occasionally what will happen is the snow actually blows into here, and that's why there's a snow covering here. And even then, look at how much snow there is in here. That's just how much it snows around here. Now, lucky for us, we have had a break in the snowy weather. The sun is out. It's only 6 degrees Fahrenheit, so I imagine that this snow's probably not going anywhere. All right, now we have a few things we got to do today. One of the things is I'm going to move this. Let's just drag this over here, and we'll set it right here in the corner for right now. There you go. It can go right there. I got a call that my generator is ready to pick up, which is great. I am tired of sleeping in the freezing cold. And, I mean, at least I have a big winter coat and covers and things like that, but it really sucks. I'd love to be able to sleep without shoes on and a massive winter coat. I'd like to just be able to wear simple bed clothing like a t-shirt and pants and comfy clothing for once. But I guess that's what I signed up for when I moved to this really, really old farm. I mean, I'm excited for spring, definitely. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be way better than Georgia. Down in Georgia, it's just, there's big farms there. Somebody like me who wants to start a farm is not going to go anywhere there. So I think this was the right decision. All right, so we're going to head down to the store. We're going to go pick up the order. They delivered it on a semi, I'm guessing. Luckily for us, we drive a Ram, so this snow is going to be nothing for us. The store's quite a distance away, actually. I mean, it's surprising to me that I didn't see any farms on the way here, because it's quite a distance away, and I would have thought that I would have maybe seen a house or something, but it's flat land and trees. The only thing that really makes this place similar to my hometown, Mills County, well, I guess my home county, Mills County, is that it snows a lot. It snows a lot in Mills County, where my dad's farm is, and, well, it snows a lot here. I might even think it snows just a little bit more here than it actually snowed at Dad's farm. But I imagine at this time of the year they're probably doing a lot of snow clearing work. They have a big town where they live. It almost reminds me of the place we just left, except a little bit more farm friendly. You know what I mean? It's easy to start a farm in Mills County. You could buy a field and literally build a house in it. There's space to do that. Really wasn't a thing in Georgia, but now we're here, so we can start our own farm and do that. But you got to admit, this place is pretty nice. I like it here. I like being in the middle of nowhere than being in Georgia, in the middle of a town. I remember back home when I first started dating my girlfriend. She is, by the way, she's gone. Well, she's not gone, but she's at college at the moment for nuclear science. Yes, that is something that surprised my parents. But she's out doing that. And one thing is that I remember I'd invite her parents out to the farm. And they're city folks, okay? Her parents are city folks. They grew up in the city, and being in the middle of nowhere is something that terrifies them, just absolutely terrifies them. So here's a store here. It's got a rest area for the people traveling on the freeway. So yeah, there you go. You can see the people traveling about on the freeway. They do stop here to refuel and go to the bathroom and things like that. And big delivery orders also come here. So there is our trailer. That is the generator that we bought. It literally is a trailer that runs on fuel, and it powers a house. Yeah, it can power a house. So let's just back up to this and get it connected here. All right, well, we got the thing attached here. It's a little thing. It's a little trailer. And it's got a PTO shaft on the back, which is interesting. I think what it said when I bought this, yeah, PTO. So you can use this as an electric generator, but you can also use it to power PTO-driven things. So, for example, if you had a grain auger that was powered by a PTO, you could attach this to the grain auger and have it run through this generator. I'm going to get this home, and we'll test this thing out. You know, looking at this landscape, part of me feels like I'm the only one who lives here, which is, it's actually kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I doubt that I'm going to see anybody. I don't know. Maybe that's just how few people live here. So few people live here that the chances that you'll see them is really only during the summer. I don't know. Well, we're here back at the farm. We got the generator pulling just behind us. We're going to get this parked up, and I got to get some wiring. Actually, you know, I wonder if this wiring would work. Oh, wow. I never thought about that. I actually need some wiring to be able to connect the generator to the house. And we have old wires that are literally just sitting here rotting away. Do you think these might work? Oh, yeah. Totally. Yeah, you know what? Let's take this back. Oh, yeah. Let's just throw this into the flatbed here. Because I realize... I kept thinking in my head, I need to connect this to the house. We're going to get it connected. Well, dingus, you know, I realized last minute that I have no way to connect it to the house. I need a cable. Well, whoever was here last left a really nice cable behind. So that's what we're going to use. Okay, so I know I said I was originally going to park it right here, but I eventually just made the final decision to park it right here. Reason for that is just because of the fact that there's a bunch of shrubs and things like that right here. So we got the generator here. Now all we got to do is we got to run the cable down to a little box, I think somewhere around here. I'm going to have to run the cable around and get it all hooked up here. So let's take the cable we got here and get this thing hooked up. Alright, so it's just after 9 o'clock now, and I have the generator hooked up. Now it's just a moment of truth, really. Let's get this thing fired up. Alright, well, the generator fires up. That's actually a good sign. Question is it actually working? I don't know. Let's test out the lights. Alright, moment of truth. Lights. The lights turn on. Yes. Good. Goody, goody, good. Now, the question is, will this heater turn on? I have no idea. Alright, so to operate this heater, there's a little tiny thing. You can't really see it, but there's a little tiny switch here. Just got to raise it up a little bit. Let's turn it up to 72. Let's see if this thing heats up the house. I have no idea if that's actually going to heat up the house, but it's worth a shot. Alrighty, well, I'm going to leave the vlog here and wait for the house to warm up. There's really not much else for me to do right now, so hopefully I will be able to start vlogging again within a couple weeks. It'll be good. I don't imagine I'm going to make any more videos in the winter, just because of the fact that, well, there's really not much for me to do here until spring starts. So it is interesting to me that these there's a couple plants here that look really dead. I wonder what happened right here. Maybe there was something here that caused these plants to die. Because you got these plants on the edge here and they're perfectly fine, but then you got these ones in the middle and they're all brown and sad. I don't know. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for this vlog. There's really not much else for me to do. I mean, what are we going to do? With $25,000 in the bank, are we actually going to repair this thing yet? I don't even know. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm excited. Hopefully you are. This is going to be a fun place. Let's not waste electricity. Close that building up. Alright. I will see you all in the next vlog. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And I will see you in the next vlog. Bye-bye.